Just a quick reminder, if you feel like you're not ready to start your life or go after what you want, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I felt this way for so long and felt like I was stuck and not knowing what to do. So today I'm going to tell you 5 different reasons why you might feel like you're not ready or stuck and what to do about them so you can actually go after what you want in this life. The truth is, it's not that you're not capable, it's just the way you're thinking about being ready. Number 1 is that you're waiting to feel ready. This is where you actually have to start before you feel ready. Let's think about this seriously. Before anyone does anything in this life, any accomplishment, any goal, any challenge, do you think that they feel ready? For example, do you think anyone feels ready before they start a new job, before they go into an interview, before they maybe start a family? It could be as little as maybe you're someone that has social anxiety and you're used to studying with your friends at a cafe, and for some reason everyone's not available and you're the only one left, and you need to build up the courage to go to the cafe and study by yourself. Do you think you feel ready to go do that when you have social anxiety and that really scares you? When you have things in your life that scare you, it could be as little as just going to the cafe. It could be as big as starting a family. Do you think someone is ready to go to the cafe, is ready to have a baby? Do you think a woman is ready to have a baby? No. It could be anything in your life that scares you, and you won't feel ready. You will never feel ready, and that feeling will never come, ever. No matter what you're doing in this life, I don't know why I'm mumbling, just so passionate about this. You will never feel ready, and you seriously need to take that into account, that you can't wait for the feeling, because if you wait for the feeling, guess what? You're going to be waiting forever, because that feeling is never going to come, ever. No one feels ready. They just go through with it, and then the readiness catches up with them. Confidence only comes through action, and once you actually go through with what you say you're going to do, you will feel so much better about yourself. If you're waiting and waiting and waiting, as I said, you will be waiting forever, and once you go and take that first step towards whatever scares you, you will see how you feel on the other side once it's done, once that first step is done. Do you know how long I wanted to start a YouTube channel? Since I was 12 years old. I just turned 24 in February, and I started this YouTube channel in November, so I've been posting for about 5 months. And do you know how long I waited to quote unquote feel ready? A very, very long time. Years. For years I was putting on my New Year's resolutions, start a YouTube channel, whatever. And I was always waiting to feel ready. And then once I realized, you know what? I'm actually going to be waiting forever if I don't actually go through with this right now, that I need to take this action right now or else it'll be too late. I had that feeling of I just need to go for it. Do you know how much better I felt after that? Even though I'm getting the most I've gotten on views on videos, 500 views, I have 90 subscribers. But the confidence that you feel when you actually start what you've wanted to do for so long, no matter what it is or whatever you've wanted to do that scares you, that you've wanted to do, and you've never felt the confidence or readiness to go. Once you start, when you don't feel ready, as I said, the readiness will catch up to you. You will feel so confident after you take action. Number 2 is you're waiting to become the best version of yourself. And first of all, we need to stop chasing perfectionism, because no one will ever be perfect. And number 2 is you don't become the best version of yourself and then start. You start, and then that makes you the best version of yourself. I think a lot of people wait for the best versions of themselves to start. I know that I've done that. It's when you feel more I'll start when I feel more confident, when I'm look the best, when my hair's the best cut or shade, or when I feel the best in my skin, when I feel the most confident in my skin and this and that, or when I'm at my 120% mental state. You can't wait for the best version of yourself to start, because then you'll be waiting forever for this identity, for this this is clearly an identity problem. You can't wait for the best version of yourself. I know that I did this for a long time. Like, oh, like I'll start once I have my life together, once I'm like so happy and like so perfect and so amazing in the right perfect state to start my YouTube channel. And I, for almost 2 years, was going through, I guess you could call it like a health problem or a problem with my body. And to be honest, I was in a very, very low mental state for quite a while. I felt like I was just waiting to be back to my normal self, or just waiting until like I can feel like myself again because something that I was going through. And I always told myself, I'll start my YouTube channel once I'm back to normal, once I'm like me again, once I'm. And then I realized that if I keep doing that, like God knows when I'll be back to my quote unquote normal self or be at my highest, happiest point in life. Like if I kept waiting for that, I knew that like, even if like I got past this like problem in my life, people are always like searching for better, searching for more. Let's say like, oh, I'll wait till like my hair looks amazing to start my YouTube channel. My hair looks amazing. Maybe there's something else I'm nitpicking now. You'll always be nitpicking things about yourself. Imagine like, let's say my hair was like perfect or whatever. And then I was like, but then I should also wait until like my makeup's also perfect to start my YouTube channel. Or like the weird things, it could be anything like that. But like nitpicking things like that, there'll always be things that you want to better yourself. Things that probably could be better, or things that you're going to try and grow and grow and grow. So you can't wait for that perfect version of yourself, because then you're just going to be waiting forever, realistically. And once I realized that, then I really had to take into account, like, I need to start now. I need to start in whatever mental state I'm in. If I'm low, if I'm happy, whatever I'm in. If honestly, I also thought in that moment, what could be more authentic and be more real and raw and just like amazing to start my YouTube channel, even if I'm like not in the best place, even if I am not like 10 out of 10 happy, 10 out of 10 mental state. Like I think that's even better in a sense, because you're showing like your community, or the community you're trying to build on YouTube, or whatever you're trying to do, you're showing them your real self through every phase in your life, through your ups, through your downs, through your highs, through your lows. You're just showing the real you instead of showing up as the perfect little version of yourself. Like even though like for this video, like I did my makeup and want to look like pretty or whatever, because that's how like I love doing my makeup and like putting on a cute little top, and that's how, I don't know, I feel good and like feel amazing and feel happy to like make a video. But like seriously, you can't wait for the best version, because as I said, if anything, I think it's the best to just show every side of yourself, because then you're showing the real you. And when I started my YouTube, like I wouldn't say I was at my lowest point, but I was definitely not at my highest point. And I think that doing that and overcoming that phase and truly just going after what you want, even though you might not feel the best or feel like the best version of yourself, that makes you feel so much more confident and so much more better, that you can get through, you can like still go through, what am I saying? You can still go after what you want, even if you're not like at your 10 out of 10 best version of yourself. Like I can still start my channel and start my journey and start my life and start what I want to do with my life and what I want to do for this world and for the people watching my videos. I can still do that when I'm not even the best version of myself, when I don't even feel the happiest version. I can still start. And that makes you feel so amazing, because you're like, wow, like I can still go after things. I can still be strong and do things that I want, even if I don't necessarily feel the best or feel like perfect or whatever. Also, of course, you're never gonna feel perfect, because nobody is perfect. Number 3 is you're avoiding the beginner phase. The only way to get through the beginner phase of whatever you're doing is to experience it and then not be a beginner anymore, because you've been doing it for long enough. Like I need to go through the beginner phase, like probably my first year of just trial and error with YouTube, until I figure out like what I'm doing, the purpose of my YouTube, or like the exact videos that I like to make, or like get any retention. Like you have to go through the beginner phase through whatever it is. The beginner phase of being a parent, of starting a new job, of doing whatever, of starting university. So scary, but you have to be the first year student to become the senior student, obviously. Like these are all things that you have to go through, so that you're not the beginner anymore because you have the experience and now you understand. No one wants to be seen being bad at something, being the beginner. Obviously, that's so uncomfortable. It's so embarrassing. But seriously, let's just think about anyone that's successful. Literally anyone. It could be a singer. It could be an actress. It could be someone that's an entrepreneur. They all started as the beginner. It probably took them years. Do you know how long people, think of maybe one of your favorite artists on Spotify. Do you know how long it probably took them to get top hit on the billboards or leaderboards of songs, top hits in the US or top hits of whatever? It took them so long. Probably took them at least a few years of being a beginner. Someone that has a successful clothing brand or some kind of brand company, it probably took them many years of being the beginner. Every single person that you look up to, whether it's on social media, whether it's a famous person, whether it's even just someone's parent that you know, or a friend of yours that has a company that is successful at the moment, they all started somewhere as a beginner, uncomfortable, scared, not knowing what was going to happen, and just going through with it and trusting the process. Do you know how embarrassing it is for me to post YouTube videos, TikToks, maybe things on Instagram, just posting in general when you're getting literally no views? I think the highest views I have on my YouTube channel is almost 500 views, and literally all the TikToks I've been posting recently have been getting 300 views, which is so embarrassing because I used to post videos that would get thousands of views, and now for some reason they're all getting 200. I'm okay, awesome. Do you know how embarrassing that is when you know everyone's watching you and I don't know any, just no one in my friend group that posts YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever, so I'm the only one. Even, it was literally on the weekend, on Saturday, I hung out with friends and went to a concert, whatever, and there was 2 different people at the the hangout before that came up to me being oh, I see your YouTube, I see your TikTok videos, and I was kind of haha, that's so embarrassing, lol, and they were no, it's so cute and it's inspiring and I love them, whatever, which is great to hear, but everyone is watching you. It's so embarrassing to post videos that are getting no views, but you kind of just have to realize that you're a beginner and this is where everyone begins, and that it's really uncomfortable and really embarrassing, and especially embarrassing when you're the only person in your friend group that does it, and everyone's probably watching and not liking anything and just consciously watching, being wow, this is so embarrassing that she's doing this, and trying to post online and whatever. But you know what, you just have to get past that and realize that, hey, maybe they want to be in a 9-to-5 and just be stuck in that kind of lifestyle for the rest of their life, but I don't want to do that. I want to be my own person, not be controlled by somebody else that tells me what to do on a daily basis and controls my hours, and that's not my goal for life. I don't want to be in a 9-to-5 when I'm older, so I'm doing 20 different things and going in so many different directions to figure out what I want to do with my life, because I'm a creative girl that likes to chat. I'm a server right now, so I serve, and now I'm doing content, and I like to chat with people. I like to be chatty. I like to move my body. I don't want to be behind a desk just going da 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 listening to somebody and only being able to take 3 weeks off a year. I want to be able to travel. And anyways, now I'm just going on a tangent about what I want to do with my life. But anyways, I don't want to be in a 9-to-5, and this is what I want to do. So I have to go through the embarrassing phase, as everyone has done in their entire life. Anyone that's been successful has gone through the embarrassing phase. And yeah, it really sucks, but you just have to go through it. I'm going through it. If you want to start something, you probably have to go through it too. So if you're watching this, it's embarrassing and it is kind of uncomfortable, but hey, going through the embarrassing, uncomfortable things makes you come out so much stronger and more confident in yourself, and just go for whatever you want to do. You just need to go for it. Number 4 is that you're tying your self-worth to the outcome. When the goal is experience, you literally can't do anything wrong. Treating everything you do as just part of the experience tells your brain that whatever you're doing is leading towards something good. You might not actually be scared to necessarily start. You might just be scared of the what ifs, what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if? Can we just take a pause on that and absolutely get rid of the what ifs? If you let the what ifs take over your life, you will actually stay stagnant and never go after what you want. Because then you're just thinking about all the what ifs, like what if this happens, what if that happens, when the goal is experience, everything is a win. If you're currently failing at something, I'm actually going to congratulate you and give you a little clap, because most people don't even try. And if they do try, they try for a couple weeks, a couple months, and then just forget about it. Don't actually go after their goals. And as I said before, do you know how long people chase their goals for? Not just a couple weeks, a couple days, a couple months, a couple years. Put in the work every single day. It doesn't have to be insane. You don't have to figure out your whole life and write it down in one day. Just take a little step each day towards your goals. And I promise you, consistency is key, and something good will happen as long as you seriously just go after your goals every single day, little by little. Don't put pressure on yourself, and just stick to what you want to do without the fear of judgment and what if and what's going to happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if everyone sees my post online and thinks it's like cringy and they probably will, but who cares? Seriously, everything is a win when the goal is experience. Imagine how many times people fail before they succeed. How about you fail 100 times, but 101, that's when you succeed. Failing shouldn't be seen as something bad. It should be seen as something good, because imagine how many times someone's failed, as I said, before they got to what they wanted. I feel like I'm like moving back and forth and like using my hands so much, but I'm just passionate about this topic and about what I'm talking about, because I want to help you out and make your life better. Because if you listen to me, I know that your life will be better. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. Making mistakes just means that you're on a path of learning, to figuring out what you want to do, to figuring out, like, let's say you have a company and you're trying to promote this company online. You're posting things left and right, trying to figure out how you want to promote it. One day something will stick, and then you will realize your path and what you should be posting to just promote it. Like, there's so many things you can be going after in this life, but you have to fail time and time again before you can succeed. Do you know how many times I guess I've failed on YouTube? I have posted, I think, about 42 videos, and like only a few of them have got over like 300 views. And I could view that as a failure, that most of my YouTube videos have been getting like 50 views and posting 2 videos a week. I could be seeing that as a complete failure, but no, I'm not going to. I'm seeing that as practice. I'm using this as my first year on YouTube as just practice to figure out what kind of videos I want to make, how I want to edit my videos, maybe what I want to talk about. Like, maybe I switch up to something else. Like, this is all, like, the first year is a trial error. Give yourself a year. No matter what you're doing, give yourself a full year to just have the trial year where you just see what sticks, see what works, see what you like to make, whether that is whatever goals you have. It doesn't have to be social media, but I just mean give yourself a year to figure it out and see what you can do, because you can't just try for a few weeks, for like 2 months. That is nothing. Consistency is key, and you can't be consistent for a couple weeks and then just be like, ugh, I failed, whatever, and give up. Giving up is not the way to go if you want to be successful and want to be fulfilled and happy in this life and go after what you want. Number 5 is you probably think that people are more ready than you. How about we normalize just doing things scared and stop comparing ourselves to people that we think are ready when they probably aren't ready either? You might look at other people and think they're more ready, more confident, more put together, but that's just all in your head. They definitely aren't ready either. You might look at other people and think that they're more ready, more confident, and more put together, but they're really not. They just didn't wait to start. They just pulled it together and went through with their goals, no matter what, no matter how they feel, just figuring it out as they go, not waiting to feel ready and just going after it. They just didn't wait as long as you, and they're willing to put themselves out there when they're in a vulnerable state of being in a beginner phase, and putting themselves out there when they're just not ready at all, but just throwing themselves in there and just figuring it out as they go, because that's what every single person does when they start, when they're in the beginner phase. They just get thrown into there. It's like getting a new job. You just get thrown into the new job. Maybe you have a little bit of training, but you just get thrown into the new job and then you figure it out as you go. Maybe you feel like you're super ready for the job, but then you get thrown in there and you're just figuring it out. Like, everyone figures out everything in life as they go. Even having a child, maybe you did so much research on how to take care of your firstborn and what to do. I promise you that those two new parents probably figure out a lot of things as they go on. And then when they have their second child, they feel a little bit more ready because they actually have already done it. So imagine if you want to post YouTube videos, you're going to feel a little bit better about it once you've already posted like 10. Then you feel better going into it. Or when you're at a new job, once you've had a couple shifts, you feel better in your 6th shift or something. You know what I mean? All of this comes through action and doing it and not waiting to feel ready and waiting to feel put together, because no one actually feels ready or put together. They just figure it out as they go. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't know how to edit a YouTube video really well, how to make a thumbnail, how to do a hook, how to, like, what to talk about. Like, I just knew that I wanted to, like, inspire people, make people feel seen, be like a comfort kind of person on the internet that you go on YouTube and you're like, oh, these videos just make me feel better or make me feel inspired to, like, go after something in my life. Like, that's the type of feel I want to give in my videos. But, like, I had no idea how to do that. So I just started making videos. Like, my first 20 videos, terrible thumbnails. They look so bad. Even my last 5 videos, I've been trying to, like, maybe make a little bit more, like, simplistic thumbnails, which don't even have any text, and those have been getting terrible views. Like, a few of my videos, 20 views on a YouTube video. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. But you know what? It's just trial and error. It's my first year. I'm figuring it out. I have no idea, but you gotta figure it out as you go. Like, first 20, terrible thumbnails. As I'm getting more on Canva, I'm, like, trying to figure out, like, how to edit, like, getting better. Like, I didn't know how to do any of this, and I'm figuring it out as I go, because that's what everyone does with anything in their life. You don't figure everything out and then start. Do you know how many times I was, like, researching, like, how I should edit a YouTube video, how I should make a thumbnail, and I was like, okay, I had something, I remember I had something written down on, like, my list on my notes app saying, like, oh, like, figure out how to edit a YouTube video. And, like, I always had that, and I kept adding it, and I never got rid of that on my list because it was always there. But then once you actually figure it out, you can't say, like, oh, once I figure out how to make a YouTube video, then I'll start. It's like, actually, you start and then you figure out how to edit. Then you figure out how to make your good thumbnail or whatever. That's what actually happened. I had that on my list for so long, saying, like, figure out how to make a good thumbnail, figure out how to edit a YouTube video, figure out what you want to talk about, like, whatever. That was always on my lists, and I actually never figured those things out. I figured it out as I went, because I had, as I said, a first 20 terrible thumbnails, and as you go through whatever you're going through, you figure it out as you go. You're not behind because you're not ready. You're just waiting for a feeling that literally doesn't exist. The feeling of being ready does not exist, because you have to just go for it. Throw yourself in there, no matter what it is. No matter if it's a job, if it's a new relationship, if it's even, like, let's say you're in high school and you want to, like, confess your feelings to your crush. It could just be that. You just gotta do it. You can't just wait. You can't wait, or else you will be waiting forever. And then you're never gonna tell your crush about your feelings, and then they're gonna end up dating somebody else because you never told them how you felt. It could be as little as that. The people that changed their lives and became the best versions of themselves or became successful, they did not wait for the feeling to be ready. They just started with, no matter what state they were in, they just started and threw themselves into their work, into their whatever they're trying to do with their lives. If there's something that's always in the back of your mind, no matter what it is, and you think about it all the time, that's like the quote. It's like, if it's your calling, it will keep calling. Like, if you keep thinking about it, it is your sign to go after it. If you're too scared, if you wake up every morning and think about what you want to do with your life, That was like me with my YouTube channel. I would think about it almost every single day. I would think about how I want to be on YouTube, and I want to share my like wisdom with the world, and I want to make the world a better place, and I want to post content online, and I would think about it all the time, and it would eat me up alive. It would literally kill me inside that I keep thinking about it and I'm not going through with it. If there is something you want to go after it. If you're too scared, that is the perfect sign that if it's scary, that is what you're meant to do. Because once you go through and do the scary thing, confidence comes with action, comes after action, and you will feel so amazing about yourself. As I said before, I barely have any views on YouTube, and that has nothing to do with how I feel, because once I went after what I wanted to do and started the thing, that's when you feel so confident and so amazing and so rooted in yourself, and feel like you feel like you trust yourself, because you're like, wow, I actually did what I said I was going to do. And the feeling that you have when you don't do what you said you're going to do is so shitty. So I promise you, this is your sign to start today. Stop pushing off whatever you said you were going to do. Stop pushing off your goals and your dreams and whatever you want to do in this life, because there could be nothing worse than pushing off aside your dreams because you are too scared to be seen trying. You are too scared to fail. You have to fail time and time again until you succeed. That's how the world literally works. Consistency is key, and I swear to God, if you start today and you are just consistent for a few months, just give it a year and come back to this video and comment and tell me how far you've come, and tell me how much your life has changed, and tell me how much this video has affected your life, because I promise you, if you listen to me, you will be so much happier even in a week. Once you start doing what you want to do, even if you don't have traction, if you don't have you haven't actually you started the thing but nothing's really come from it, you just started. Once you start, give it a week of just being consistent, and you will feel so happy about what you're doing. So please let this be your sign to start today. I really hope this video could reach somebody and make them feel inspired, make them feel seen, or even be a form of entertainment. I don't know why I keep mumbling my words so much. It's just when I get passionate and when I get whatever, I mumble. And even I was thinking I should start my YouTube channel once I can articulate my words better. I say a lot in my words. I say a lot. And I mumble my words sometimes. I talk so fast that I literally make no sense. And I'm just gonna let that slide and just talk how I talk, because that's not gonna stop me from posting my YouTube video. So I really hope this video is inspiring, and I really hope you can come back to this video and let me know whatever you start in your life, because today is the day to start. And thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and I'll see you in the next few days. Bye.